step into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
A very, very good morning, you beautiful early risers. Welcome to it, your feel-good breakfast show, live, large and in charge on this Travel Tuesday right here on Expresso. Thank you so much for joining us. It's always so good to be in your company. Now, you may be asking where Thabiso and Kutle are this morning. Well, they're out and about. Kutle will be joining us from the Rhino and Lion National Nature Reserve as we celebrate World Rhino Day on the 22nd of September today. Then Thabiso will be joining the Hopetober bus, where the Hopetober bus, it's called. Get it right. Hopetober. It's a bus where they intend to spread hope and, of course, joy through song to healthcare workers and professionals. And so we can't wait to see exactly what they'll be getting up to today. So lots of fun for the next 2 hours. Thanks very much for joining us. Let's say hello to the rest of the team.
Yeah, jump on board. It's going to be a crazy ride today, out and about, loving exploring our land. My name is Graham Richards.
And I'm Raul Demore. Thank you once again for joining us on this beautiful Tuesday morning indeed. And we're asking a beautiful question as well about our incredible country, Mzansi, which I know everybody has traveled to, and everybody's got something special, that they can just hold dear to their heart, that just stands out as such a good memory. I don't know, do you have anything like that or any special place?
We've traveled so extensively across South Africa, so I'm blessed. So I think I've got kind of probably a favorite place in every province, but if I have to think back, the most fun I've had filming in the Wild Coast, kind of that part of the world, is just amazing. The natural elements there, hole in the wall, that whole Coffee Bay was just mind-blowing to me. But, oh man, there are so many sides to South Africa, so many ways to explore it. Do you go natural beauty? Do you go culture? Do you go party? Do you go to the beach? There are so many options. We want to know from you, what has been your favorite place to visit? Because we can go and explore Mzansi now. We want to wake up that tourism industry, so you can let us know on our social media platforms. What is your favorite spot in Mzansi and why?
It's just gone 2 minutes past the hour, and here's a look at the news headlines this morning. On the national news front, President Cyril Ramaphosa has urged the United Nations and global leaders to strengthen cooperation with various regional bodies, such as the African Union. Ramaphosa is currently the chairperson of the African Union. Now, world leaders were converging in a virtual meeting to mark the 75th anniversary of the UN, and taking center stage was the coronavirus pandemic. Meanwhile, Ramaphosa's acting spokesperson, Tyron Siale, said earlier, or he confirmed earlier, that the president was suffering from a common cold and was taking some bed rest. Now, George Hospital in the Western Cape has been recognized internationally for its fight against COVID-19 and using art to uplift the human spirit. The hospital has paid tribute to frontline workers in the form of several murals. Now, the multi-panel design is based on real-life stories and was painted by some 40 staff members. An award was made by the International Foundation for Hospital Art, an organization dedicated to involving patients and volunteers worldwide to create soothing artwork for hospital patients. Now, 5 other hospitals in Italy, Brazil, Iraq, Australia and the United States were also presented with the same award. On the international news side, toxins made by microscopic algae in water was responsible for the previously unexplained deaths of some 330 elephants in Botswana. Wildlife officials confirmed that the elephants died from ingesting cyanobacteria, toxic bacteria which can occur naturally in standing water and sometimes grow into large blooms known as blue-green algae. Meanwhile, in Australia, the humpback whale that took a wrong turn into the crocodile-infested Alligator River safely returned to the sea over the weekend during high tide. Now, it's the first known instance of humpback whales in this river in the Kakadu National Park. And now news from the Emmys. Watchmen, Schitt's Creek and Succession were the big winners at this year's Emmy Awards ceremony, which was held virtually amid the coronavirus pandemic from an almost empty Staples Center in Los Angeles. Now, Schitt's Creek won 9 prizes, breaking the Emmy record for the most wins in a single season for a comedy. Succession took home the night's top prize of Best Drama Series, as well as Best Actor for Jeremy Strong. Watchmen won 9 Emmys, including Best Limited Series, as well as acting gongs for its stars Regina King and Yahya Abdul-Mateen II. Now, more than 25,000 members of the Television Academy voted for these awards. And now today is a very, very special day. It's World Rhino Day, and it's celebrated every year on the 22nd of September. Now, this special day provides the opportunity for organizations, NGOs, zoos, members of the public to celebrate rhinos across the world. Activities include peaceful demonstrations, classroom projects, fundraising dinners, auctions, and poster displays, to name but a few. Now, although poaching remains a grave concern, there has been some good news of late regarding rhino numbers. We've learned with great elation that rhino poaching in South Africa has decreased by almost 53% in the first 6 months of 2020. Malawi, as a regionally significant conservation stronghold for black rhino, has said that following the translocation of 17 rhino from South Africa last year, the country now boasts an extremely healthy population. Nepal is immensely proud of 5 consecutive years of zero rhino poaching, and it now has a population of 646 one-horned rhinos. And of course, only yesterday morning we learned the joyful news that 2 extremely rare Javan rhino calves had been spotted in an Indonesian national park, bringing the total global number to 74. Now, be sure to catch the live crossing to our colleague Kuhle at the Rhino and Lion Nature Reserve in Krugersdorp on the West Rand later on in the program. Well, that's it for the news at 6 o'clock. Right now, let's take a look at what's happening in the world of sports. And here's Graham with the latest.
Let's kick it off with a Sevens rugby blitzbok duo of Selwyn Davids and JC Pretorius were named in the 2020 HSBC World Rugby Sevens Series Dream Team. That for their incredible performances during the shortened Sevens season. Davids and Pretorius were included alongside top players from New Zealand, our championship winners, France, Ireland, and then of course 2 players from Fiji. The Springbok Sevens team received their silver medals last week after finishing in second place behind winners New Zealand. Then on to cricket, a battle royale for the Royal Challengers Bangalore. They recorded a 10-run win over the Sunrisers Hyderabad in the Indian Premier League fixture at the Dubai International Cricket Stadium last night. Hyderabad were chasing a target of 164 runs but were bowled out for 153 in 19.4 overs. Devdutt Padikkal and South Africa's A.B. de Villiers, still in the prime of his life, both reaching half centuries to guide RCB to the win. Wasn't the best night out for Dale Steyn by his standards. He picked up only 1 wicket for 33 runs in 3.4 overs. There'll be one IPL fixture today as the Rajasthan Royals face off against the Chennai Super Kings. That one kicks off at 4 p.m. Then in our Monday night football, Manchester City made a winning start to their 2020-2021 English Premier League campaign. That was after registering an emphatic 3-1 win over Wolves at the Molineux. It was late last night. Kevin De Bruyne, Phil Foden and Gabriel Jesus, they found the back of the net to confirm the win for Pep Guardiola's side. Other results from last night, Aston Villa narrowly beat out a 10-man Sheffield United 1-0 at Villa Park. So the Premier League action will continue over the coming weekend. And then finally on to tennis. World number 1 Novak Djokovic seems to have gotten over his woes at the US Open. He claimed his 36th Masters title after beating Argentine Diego Schwartzman 7-5, 6-3 in the Italian Open. The 33-year-old Serb played in the first tournament after being disqualified, of course, from the US Open earlier this month. Djokovic made history, winning a record 36th ATP Masters crown. Then on the women's title side, top seed Simona Halep beat Karolina Pliskova 6-love 2-1 in the final after Pliskova was forced to retire injured. Well, that's where we leave our sport for now. Let's get our first take at our morning weather.
Thank you so much, Dean. Now, for my favorite part of the morning, let's look into the first look of today's forecast. And then Tokozo Makatini is representing Johannesburg with this sunrise peeking through the dark sky, and I absolutely love it. And then Josie Maboneng, you start off this week with mostly sunny conditions, and you can expect a maximum of 20 degrees Celsius. And then Fatah Khan coming through, capturing this morning light, breaking through for a brand new day. And showers for your part of the country are expected today with a maximum of 20 degrees. Now, thank you once again so much for your sunrise pictures, and please continue to share them on our social media, and we will show them live on our show. And now moving over to some global weather news. There are growing concerns among citizens the world over about climate change. And now, according to a new global poll, across the 27 countries surveyed by GlobeScan, some 90% of people view climate change as a very serious or somewhat serious problem. However, respondents had quite quite different attitudes to the level of urgency required to tackle the problem. Now, large majorities in poorer countries strongly agreed with tackling climate change with the same vigor as COVID-19. But among the richer nations, the support for rapid action was far more muted. Now, meanwhile, Britain's Prince Charles has solemnly warned the climate crisis will eventually dwarf the impact of COVID-19. Now, this is something to think about. And now moving over to our local weather report, and starting off with Polokwane, we've got a low of 13 and a high of 17 degrees with a 5% chance of rain coming through. And then Mbombela, you're starting off with a low of 19 and a high of 18 degrees with a 25% chance of rain coming through with cloudy skies. And then Pretoria, a morning of 12 degrees, moving all the way up to 23 degrees Celsius with sun and clouds expected and a low 3% chance of rain. And then Johannesburg, starting off with a 8-degree low and a 20-degree high. Mahikeng, a low of 12 and a high of 26 degrees with partially clear skies for most of the day. And then Klerksdorp, a low of 11 and a high of 27 degrees with similar clear skies coming through. And then Kimberley, a low of 12 and a high of 28 degrees. Bloemfontein starting off a little bit chilly this morning with a low of 3 degrees and a high moving all the way up to 24. And then Richards Bay, a little bit of rain coming through with 60% chance of rain, a low of 13 and a high of 22 degrees. Pietermaritzburg, sunny skies all around with a high of 23 degrees starting off at 8 degrees Celsius. And then Durban, sunny skies expected to with a low of 14 and a high of 21 degrees. And then in Mthatha, starting off at 6 degrees with a low and a high of 25. East London, fairly constant today with a low of 11 and a high of 22 degrees. And then in Cradock, we're starting off with a very, very low degree 3, which is nice and chilly to start off with, and then moving all the way up to 27 degrees, sunny skies all the way through. And then PE, the windy city of Port Elizabeth, starting off with a 9-degree low and a 22-degree high. George, starting off with 8 degrees and a high of 21 with sunny skies all around. Cape Town City, starting off with 10-degree low and a high of 22. Worcester, a low of 10 and a high of 28 degrees. And of course, our chilly Sutherland representing once again, starting off with a low of -1 degrees, but moving all the way up to a sunny 25 degrees Celsius. And last but not least, Uppington, starting off with a low of 8 and a high of 25 degrees. That's all we have for the weather this morning. Thank you so much once again for sending through your pictures. And of course, it's time to find out what's happening with Tapiso in the rest of our beautiful Mzansi. And Gia and Kat are going to give us the scoop.
Yeah, man. Tapiso was out and about this morning, and I'm sure absolutely loving it, connecting with you out there in the range. So as part of the Hopetoba campaign, Hopetoba, Adcock, Ingram, of course, OTC, they are sponsors of Brave. We love the campaign, and it's making their mission to spread hope and joy throughout South Africa with their brand new campaign, Hopetoba. Doesn't it sound awesome?
Absolutely, and they're spreading hope through the joy of song to healthcare workers and professionals in 3 major cities with the purpose of uplifting them, showing appreciation and care, while also extending the message of hope to patients, to staff and to visitors at the respective hospitals. And we know how necessary that is.
Do you think it means Tapiso's going to be singing?
I'm hoping so.
And dancing?
I certainly hope so.
Come on, Uncle Tabzi, come on, buddy. So here's a little message of hope from some of those joining in Hopetoba on what looks like the most awesome bus to be on. Take a look.
Hi everyone, my name is Leah and I am so proud and excited to jump on the bus of hope with a bunch of other amazing artists to spread the message of hope in the country.
I just want to say how privileged and honored I am to be part of this initiative. I want to say a huge thank you to Adcock Ingram for not only getting behind the performers and the entertainers, but also for spreading hope and inspiration to people that have been working so hard on the front line.
In these difficult times, I want to send out a wish and hope for our frontline workers. My wish and hope for you is that you stay safe and healthy. Thank you for everything you do. We appreciate you.
But I believe that we can come through it much stronger and better than we've been before. So let's not give up on ourselves or each other. My love to you all.
I've lived in many places in the world, and there's nowhere else I'd rather be than this land of boundless beauty and magical people. I believe that if we all ensure that our circle of influence remains positive one, we can overcome any obstacle the world throws at us.
My message of hope for South Africa is that we all remember our humanity, our generosity, and our compassion as we navigate these uncertain times. Together, we'll make it through.
That's brilliant. That's stunning.
I think we undersold it with, this is not just a bus.
Wow.
Guys, this is not just a bus. Those are some of the most talented, gifted, wonderful singers, human beings we have in the country. That is phenomenal.
Well
man.
done
Wow.
to the team. So stay tuned because a little later on, we will be catching up with Thabiso live in Midrand as the Hope-tober bus gets ready to hit the streets of Joburg and spread hope with the power of song. What's better than a sugar-coated, deliciously crispy golden brown donut and 100% Arabica beans brewed to perfection? Treat yourself and warm up your morning with a little sweetness from Mac Cafe with the all-new mini donut and cappuccino offer. A little lovin' doesn't have to cost a lot. Great coffee, simple.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, all you gorgeous people, right here to your Feel Good Breakfast Show on SABC3. Jamie Domwood reporting live for duty on this Tuesday. Yes, we know it. Summer is also around the corner, so it's time to update your wardrobe and make sure that you take on the season feeling comfortable and stylish and oh so sexy. Now, resident fashion and beauty editor Nox Marfo is here to give us some fashion advice on how to hit the streets looking cool and chic. She is here. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Listen,
you look so great. So fresh, hey?
Thank you. I think it's something in the air because you look fresh too. I think it's just that spring.
It's that feel-good breakfast morning. Like, it's just feeling good, eh?
Positivity all around. Speaking about it, that spring feeling.
Yes.
Obviously, the temperatures are getting warmer right now. Dress season is coming in. What do you love? Love to see it. What do you love the most about, just the dress sense fashion at Woolworths?
Yeah, so I think at the moment what we're definitely seeing is just bold colors. I think, like you're saying, the colors are here, the temperatures are higher, which means really people get to play with colors. So you're going to see a lot more your corals, your pinks, your greens, and your limes are definitely a popular thing at the moment, but also patterns, which is what I love so much. They can look good on anyone. So from your stripes to your animal prints, you're really seeing a play between different designs and also great, standout moments with the prints. So I think also in the cuts, you'll probably see a lot more your midi length and your long form dresses, which are also just nice to like for a beach day or a lunch. And then your more shorter dress, which is a little bit more flirtatious, that'll be more in your long sleeve and your short sleeve. So really a play in design and also bright, fun colors and the prints.
I love that, we as women are stepping out for this summer season. It's all about bold, about colors. Today, obviously, I kept it simple because I thought, maybe everyone at home can choose an outfit for me to wear. It is Choose Tuesday.
Choose Tuesday.
You know what I mean?
Sense.
And you brought along 2 dresses that I could style with. Take me through them.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to go take these amazing dresses, which actually form part of a really, really great, package that Woolworths has at the moment. So there are dresses from like $2.99, and what I love here is you're really getting a quality kind of sense in terms of fashionable short print dresses that are easily interchangeable. A really lovely design here. I love the print. It's fun, it's flirtatious. There's a way that it can, you know, cinch at the waist, which we're always looking to do.
All about the snatch.
All about the snatch. And then a more longer piece, which I actually really enjoy. I love the stripe pattern. Also love how durable it is. You can really play it up or down with sneakers or heels. And then you could add your own belt. So really a great way to play around with it, but a great staple. So these are two wonderful options that we have here. Very different, but also really speak to the trends of the moment. And I think you guys are going to choose what it is that she wears. And I mean, it's a tough choice.
Listen, both are absolutely stunning, and I cannot wait to wear one of them for today's show. But of course, it's all in your hands. All you have to do is head on over to the Expresso Facebook page and vote for your favorite look, okay? I will be making my grand entrance wearing the winning look shortly, so stay around for that. But while we bring the heat in the wardrobe, it's time to find out what the heat is bringing in the kitchen.
Ooh, sounds good.
Here we go. How about it, Clem? Are you
even
with
know
me?
we're talking.
Yeah, exactly. We're in the kitchen right now. Jamie's just gone about choosing her outfit for the day. As you can hear, the pots and pans are sizzling because we're about to make something really, really special. A chagalaga eggs Benedict mixed masala, beautiful, delicious breakfast.
That's 100%.
Can we just call it that?
You can call it whatever you like.
Yeah.
It's 2020. We make our own rules.
I mean, look at the final product over here and tell me that you do not want to ingest that right now. Just inhale it, in fact. All right, and Clem is here to show us exactly how to make it. And
not my recipe, by the way.
Not your recipe.
From an awesome guy.
Yeah?
Chef Lasejo Samenya.
Hey!
This is his. And you know what? You can look at the recipe. I know that guy.
Yeah, man.
And that's his dish.
Hey, and then do you also know the young lady that we featured yesterday in the midday broadcast?
No, I don't.
You don't?
No.
You don't know?
No.
Her name's Megan. Megan Daniels, you might know her.
I watched that.
You must have been so proud.
I was so proud. You know how many times I watched it on Facebook? Like, I was like 6 times over and over. She's so special, honestly.
Good man. All right, well, let's get to making breakfast. And are we kind of like celebrating Heritage Day in the way of getting Eggs Benedict involved in a chagalaga?
Look, anytime you can add like a South African spin to a classic dish, I'm there. And this does it so well. So in here, I've got my onions and carrots, and I'm going to add my celery. And we're making that's a basic mirepoix, right? Mirepoix, which basically is that trinity of the onions, celery, and the carrots. I'm adding some salt because you want to add salt because it releases some of that moisture, so it starts kind of softening in its own juices as it's frying. I'm going to ask you if you can prep the English muffins for me.
Right, how do I do that?
I'm glad you asked.
Here they
because these have been sliced, right? But I've said this a few times. There's a traditional way to open English muffins.
Okay.
And it uses a fork.
Okay.
You know about it?
So do I take these over here?
Yes, so those are yours.
And you use a fork. So I'm assuming the regular opening of the pack applies?
Normal.
Right,
normal.
Here we go. We've opened one.
And then what you do is you take your fork and you kind of like put it in along the side. Oh no, you can take it out. I love how you're like literally using the fork for the whole job. So you take your fork and you go in. Can I show you once?
Yes, please, go.
You literally, that's your motion. Okay?
Okay.
And you do that all the way around.
Why? Why?
So English muffins are supposed to always go into the toaster to get browned.
Yes.
And by doing that, you create a lot more texture on the bun instead of just like having the normal slice.
Okay, so it's more for visual appeal.
And for the crunch and texture.
Oh, okay.
So it does change it dramatically.
Oh, look
and
at
also,
that.
I also feel like it makes sense if you're in a restaurant, right, and you're serving Eggs Benedict, with having that little extra bit of texture and friction on there, things are not going to slide off your bun.
It's like it perforates them.
And it's perfect. It's amazing. Okay.
Should I do another one?
You do. You know what? You go for it. Spice is
my
going in there. I'm going with some paprika, some garam masala.
Yes.
And then I'm going to hit it with some tomato paste. And then I'm going to hit it with a little bit of butter. Which I love. The fact that he's butter in there as well. Yeah. Corn going in.
Oh, wow.
And then we got some parsley, some basil. I'm going to get the basil for the end. That's going in. So this is quite great. I mean, you can imagine all those flavors just chilling, mellowing out, developing. It's going to be really great. And what I also love about this, you make this today, in 3 days' time, it's going to be at its best.
Oh, yes, because then those flavors would have absorbed and just really... Listen, I'm loving this.
Are you loving this little trick now?
Yeah, because now it's like you go on a camp
And then, oh no, we don't have any knives and all these buns. What do we do? Only this fork.
Just all the way around.
How you got a fork but not a knife?
You know, because we were in a rush. It's a long
Life happens.
It's a long weekend, then life happened.
Life happens. Okay, cool. That's going to simmer down, a little bit of stock going in there. And once the liquid evaporates, all the flavors will be ready for you to do the next thing. Now, let me just pack all my little bowls away. Like I said, make this a few days in advance and make extra.
Yes.
Chakalaka, especially this type of chakalaka, is great on everything.
It is. You can
Everything.
imagine just like have your toast with a little bit of avo and then you add chakalaka. You know,
For the
you
win.
have a steak that's just come off the braai, add the chakalaka.
Absolutely.
What else is happening in your life? You know, you've got
Chakalaka.
some extra rice that you don't know what to do with. Add some chakalaka.
I love it. I love
Hey,
it.
pasta night, chakalaka.
What wouldn't you ever, true story, what wouldn't you put chakalaka on? And don't be like obvious like the dessert things, like let's think about this.
What wouldn't I put chakalaka on?
Yeah, I'm trying to like...
To be honest, I'd actually be willing to try a little bit of chakalaka
Ice cream?
in ice cream. Yeah, yeah. If you just think about it quickly. Take like a dollop of solid vanilla ice cream, and then just a little sprinkling of chakalaka on top, and then you're like, I don't know. Listen, I'm
be there.
adventurous.
I will be there for that. I'll be there for that. Okay.
To watch it or to taste it?
I'll taste it with you. I'll do it. Okay. I made these amazing patties and we used the classic boerewors. We took the meat out as casing. What I love about that is the amount of delicious fat that's in there.
Yes.
It's been seasoned, so you don't need to do any of that.
Man.
That's all done for you already. So this is going, that's going. It's breakfast. Everyone's around the table. And you just...
Oh! It's the flames of deliciousness. Look at that.
And you know, you want to create like a bit of flair whenever you're in the kitchen.
I hope the camera got that.
I'm pretty sure they did. You want to always create flair in the kitchen, and I absolutely love that about it. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Next thing. Patty's looking beautiful. Patty's looking delicious.
Oh my word!
So,
it's flambeau.
Let's use one Nicole made for us. We can finish that guy off.
Okay.
Here we go. That goes down there. Hit it with a bit of that chakalaka.
Look at that.
A lot. Don't play.
Oh my word.
A poached egg.
And we've already gone through how to do that successfully. So once
Poached
you
egg
have your
on top.
poached
I mean, it's
egg.
breakfast. You gotta have that poached egg on there.
Oh my word.
It's simple. It's beautiful. There's not more that you need in life. A little bit of extra parsley on there.
Oh, look,
little
it's
bit of
about
basil.
to fall. The chakalaka is about to do a dance down the belly of
Do you want
that
to
patty.
make a little flam?
May
Flame?
I?
Please do. What you want to do is just like gently wiggle, but make sure you get some flame contact.
Oh, it's the flaming one. This is the first time I'm doing this.
We are boys, eh? We are so easily entertained. A little bit of fire. Chef Lasejo, this is amazing. This is what we're doing.
Goodness. I think that bad boy is ready to go, hey? I think it's... All right, listen, catch the recipe on our website, expressoshow.com. Try it out and let us know how it turns out. Oh, as far as this is concerned here, breakfast is served. Oh, so good. Goodness. Don't forget the chakalaka first.
Whoa. Thank you.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
We hear so often that it's never too late to start setting goals to lead a healthier lifestyle. And this morning we are putting the spotlights on getting your summer body ready, not only for the beach this December, but also getting your body fit enough to fill your trolley with intense and awesome items from Game on your next shopping trip. Fitness and wellness enthusiast, content creator and entrepreneur Juanita Khumalo now joins us this morning to chat more about this and how Game is about to change with South Africa's first future-ready concept store that has been designed specifically to address all of your shopping needs. Let's find out a little bit more. Juanita, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Looking gorgeous. Great to be connecting with you on TV and not just online.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Really, really is cool to see you. I want to say in the flesh, but to connect with you live. I think to the thousands of people that follow you on Instagram, you're a wellness coach and also very much an inspirational fitness figure. But can you tell us how your fitness journey first began and why you've become such a health and wellness advocate today?
So my fitness and wellness journey started in 2018, and I stumbled into fitness and wellness by mistake, to be quite honest. I was highly depressed. I was not going through a good space at all. I had lost my grandmother, and of course I had done what most people do, particularly women. We tend to feed for solace and comfort. So I piled on the weight, and then it got to a point where I just couldn't recognize myself, not just physically, but also, you know, the woman that I am, that's strong, that's driven, that's outgoing, that's confident and happy. And I wanted to reclaim that part of Juanita. And then I started actually running, and I started cleaning out my diet a little bit, and then got a trainer eventually during the process. 2 years later, I got into a point where I was healthy in all aspects. I saw what it did for me, and I wanted to do the same for other people.
What I love about so much of what you've said now is that it's relatable. I mean, just for the first few months of lockdown, I think so many of us can connect on that level. But now I'm going to ask you to tell us a bit more about your new partnership with Game. Perhaps we should start with what exactly is a future-ready store and why now?
Game is about 50 years old. It's a heritage brand. It's one of the biggest giant retailers in South Africa. They saw this gap and this need of people, very, very customer-centric. It's about improving your experience in a store, improving and transforming it. Moms now have places where they can actually leave the children, and, you know, even things such as checking out the products. They can literally just scan it and give you all the product information that you need. It has got a massive wellness space which caters to the 7 pillars of wellness, which includes things such as fitness, things such as toning, still maintaining the price sensitive, so therefore you get everything for value, but it has just been transformed and improved to make it a lot more consumer-centric and safe.
I'm going to ask you, though, as an avid shopper and fitness fanatic to boot, how is your Game going to change with Game's first future-ready concept store, and what items are on the top of your wish list?
Look, what I love about it as well is that it's got this platform or this space in the store which actually allows you to trial certain things. So, for example, even if you are not a fitness person and you want to have a laptop, that allows you to actually trial it out, experience it. And if you are a biker, for example, there's going to be fitness equipment that you can try and test out right in store. Game, for example, will have the fundamentals, the basics that you need to help you to move more from home. And I'm talking things such as your yoga mat. I'm talking things such as your dumbbells. I'm talking about things such as your gym gloves. I'm talking such as your skipping ropes. I'm talking about things such as your ankle weights. These are all things that you can literally use from the comfort of your home that'll be directly accessible from Game to make sure that you keep moving at home.
I absolutely love that. So maybe feeding off that conversation, now that we've got all the equipment, can you give us a little snippet? What tips do you have for training at home safely?
Training at home is not as easy as it seems or appears, mainly because you don't have a group, you don't have a personal trainer, or you don't have all these people around you that motivate you to keep on going. I would always say that, you know what, train in your fitness merchandise. Do not train in your pajamas. That's step number one. Have a designated area in your home that is specifically for training. Put your yoga mat there, which you can find from Game. Make sure that your resistance bands are there, which you can find from Game. Your PVC dumbbells you can find from Game. And like I said, the other tip as well is that make sure that you also, you know, blast your playlist. The playlist that you use to train at gym, it really just gets you so pumped up and ready and in the mood. And of course, you can find headsets that you can actually find according to your needs from Game. All you need is 30 minutes a day of moving. That's all you need, 30 minutes a day. And if you're not going to make the time for it, you need to prioritize your health. And especially now, because game is made it so much more easier, it's important for your immune system and just to be stronger overall and holistically.
Juanita, I've got to say a huge thank you. You are just as lovely in person, even if it is over video, as you are on your online platform. So thank you for that inspiration, for all the hard work you're putting in there. I think you're inspiring a lot of people to change their lives. And thank you for your insights today. I think you are just as excited as us about this future-ready, future-proofed new life that game is giving us access to.
Thank you so much for having me. Like I said, I'm super, super excited. We're launching 23rd of September, flagship store, Mall of Africa. Come and experience it. You don't want to miss out.
We are just as excited. Game is a trusted brand with over a 50-year heritage of delivering the best value on quality merchandise for African consumers through its 122 stores in South Africa and 28 throughout the rest of Africa. In fact, this focus makes the introduction of their first future-ready concept store this year so exciting to watch and be a part of. So we want to know, if you won a 1,000 Rand game voucher, that'll get you a lot, what would you buy at their new future-ready concept store? Juanita's given you some fantastic ideas. Share what your thoughts would be on our Facebook post with the hashtag #GotGame, and you might stand a chance of winning that 1,000 Rand game voucher, and that you can use in any store. The terms and conditions can be found on expressoshow.com, and that competition is going to run up until the 25th of September. Good luck. And remember, game stores are opening hours on Monday to Friday from 9 to 6, Saturday from 9 to 5, and then Sunday and public holidays from 9 until 4.
So lovely to connect with Juanita Khumalo this morning. And like she says, when it comes to staying 100% healthy and in shape, exercise really does play such an important role. But it can sometimes be tough to get up and actually do it. We know this, the struggle is real, but don't fear, because our favorite Ryle is near, and it has a great way to motivate us to keep going and get 100% in shape for summer. Ryle, I'm so glad, because we all need this. What is your top tip to keep us motivated for getting in shape?
Yeah, so look, every week we're doing something special, providing a top tip, and today it's really simple, and it's something that I think is really fun as well. And I think everybody out there, whether you're training intensely or just starting your journey, make sure you get a fitness buddy, a gym buddy, someone that's just there for you. And these are the reasons why, right? So do you ever find those mornings where you kind of like wake up and you've got a session plan, but you just don't have the gears, you know what I mean?
Day.
I know 100%. There's so many people that feel the same way. And just having a gym buddy, number one, is that it just keeps you accountable. So when you have those down days, you have someone else that's also committed to the same goal, so that they can keep you accountable and be like, you know what, Jamie, let's do this. I've got the energy, so let's do this together. Let's push through. So I think it's just important to make sure that you have someone that's aligned with your goal, and that just keeps you both accountable. And then when they have a down day, you can be that person that lifts them up and gets them to get the bag.
Oh, 100%. I love that. I love that.
So that's your first kind of reason and justification why. Secondly, do you ever feel like when you are training that it's just not enjoyable? Like, I'm putting myself through this and it's just not fun. And that's exactly why having a gym buddy also helps with just having someone to laugh with. Often when we are being so serious with ourselves, we make mistakes, or I drop a weight, and it's good to laugh at yourselves. You don't have to always be so serious when you are training. It's a long journey. So as much as we do put pressure on ourselves, it's important to also find that balance, and it helps to have someone there to just assist you with the good times and the gears and the power of it all. So I think that, again, is for me a 100% important, to have fun while you're training. And then as well as also having that friendly competition. So you have that rivalry where you maybe, I don't know, are you that kind of person that, like, you know, you got your gym buddy with you and like, I'm going to do one more rep than you, know?
Just to put it in there. Yes, I love doing that.
So I'm that guy 100% through and through. As soon as someone steps up next to me, I'm like, I'm going to beat you. It's not even a race, but I'm going to find a way to beat you somehow. So that's a healthy way of competing, and it's a fun rivalry, and it's healthy, and it's something that comes from having a buddy with you. So that's why it's quite important. And last but not least, I don't know if it's a negative or positive, but I think it just helps to have someone with you when you are training, when you're running, when you're in the mountains, early hours of the morning or late at night. Safety is quite important, especially in our country. Sometimes not everybody has the blessed opportunity to live in an area where you can just go out on your own. So it's always good to have someone with you as a form of safety, not only just if there's anything malicious that might happen, but also just in terms of you're alone in the mountain, you're alone on a road, and you maybe twist your ankle. Who's going to help you?
Yeah.
You don't have your phone on you. You need your buddy there to assist you in those inevitable times when something can just maybe go wrong. So rather safe than sorry. So I think 100% make sure that you grab yourselves a gym buddy, because those are 4 impeccable reasons as to why you will ensure that you reach those goals if you have one.
I absolutely love it. Thank you so much for this 100% good advice. Really. Maybe where do I sign up to be your buddy?
Oh, you want to say applications opening now 100%?
No, we know regular workouts might be a really tough deal, but one of the best ways to stay motivated is to find someone to do it with you, like Ryle said. And as always, don't forget to quench your thirst afterwards with 100% goodness with Crush. And on that note, cheers to you.
Cheers to my new gym buddy,
yes.
baby.
I don't know.
Get your 100% fresh, tasty, fruity, and refreshing goodness with Crush.
Made with love by Clover. Only you can make my day.
Cadbury Dairy Milk Glass and a Half project presents There's a Story in Everyone. Visit cadbury.co.za/storytime for more information on how to share your inspirational story.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Happy Tuesday to you, and thanks for joining us. Always so good to be in your company. Now, we are about to hop on the Hope-tober bus, which starts its journey in Midrand today, and we've got Uncle Tabsy coming through to us from there. A campaign that is brilliant, spreading hope through the joy and power of song.
Hit Factor, yes. Good morning, South Africa. It's me, Uncle Tabsy, coming to you live from Johannesburg. Very, very freezing Johannesburg, I must say. And we are here about to hit the road as we step into level 1. The easing of regulations, yes, means that people are starting to feel a bit of a relaxation in the atmosphere in terms of how they feel. But of course, we know that the last couple of months have been really, really difficult for many, many South Africans. And it's time for the country to look to hope. And that's why Adcock Ingram OTC have come up with the the Hopetober, which is meant to give and inspire all South Africans with all sorts of hope and wonderful messages of inspiration. And I'm joined here this morning chatting to us about the Hopetober campaign that Adcock Ingram OTC, sponsors of Brave, have come up with. Is the spokesman himself, Yudvi Singh. Good morning, so good to see you.
Good morning, good to see you too. Thank you for having me.
Well, this is such a fantastic initiative, and look, we're seeing a bus over here, and I'm sure for a lot of people they're seeing that it's a party bus, which means we're about to hit the road. But Hopetober stands for so much more than just having a good time today. It's a big message that you are driving throughout October. Tell us more about it.
No, 100%. So the way Hopetober came about, so as we ease out of COVID-19, everyone has had difficult challenges. We all need hope right now in our lives. And that led to the creation of Hopetober. It's a campaign to encourage all South Africans to restore hope through acts of kindness. And that is what we are trying to do throughout the month. Hopetober and taking joy through song is the start of Hopetober. And this is what we are trying to do here today, is take kindness to the joy of song.
This is fantastic because you're seeing so many people really taking to it. The bus is about to hit the road. I believe there's a few surprises lined up there for us as well. You've got special performances coming up. What can we expect to experience on this bus?
No, 100%. So there's a lot of performances planned. It's going to be lots of fun, very exciting. Yeah. We have some great artists like Craig Gurbani, Lelo Ramasimong is going to be there as well, Mortimer Williams, just to name a few. Some great songs that they're going to Paradise. They're going to be playing Jerusalem. They're going to be singing as well.
Are we going to do a dance? You have to tell me. Okay, let's see if you've got your moves right. Okay, so I mean, obviously it's left.
Oh, it's left.
Left. You see, we need to practice the dance move before we hit the bus.
We will practice before.
But I know that we're going to have a couple of stops. Where's the bus going to stop throughout the day?
So the performances are starting here at the Adcock Ingram building, and then we're going to be moving to the Stunning Hill Netcare Hospital, after which we will go to Discovery Building in Sandton. Then we're going to the Krisani Baragwanath Hospital in Soweto, and then Charlotte Maxeke in Johannesburg, where we will be our last stop for today.
I think this is such a fantastic initiative, and the thing is, your Feel Good Breakfast show is always on standby wherever there is good news. The month of October is fast approaching, and yes, we all do need hope, and this is fantastic what Adcock Ingram's OTC, sponsors of Brave, are doing to really just reignite our energies. Of course, you can connect with us and keep up with all the action happening as we do it throughout the morning. Connect with us on Facebook as well, Expresso Morning Show SABC3, and remember to use that hashtag Expresso Show. Yudvi, okay. Before we get on the bus, my friend, we need to make sure that the dance moves are intact. Okay, so it's left. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey! Come on.
You have dry, itchy, red skin and you can't seem to stop scratching. Well, you may think this is a case of eczema, but when it comes to dry skin conditions, the symptoms can be almost identical, which makes it hard to distinguish the differences and how best then to treat it. We're going to chat now to dermatologist Dr. Tessa Hoffman on understanding the difference amongst these very similar conditions and how we can manage them, most importantly. So a very good morning, doctor. How are you?
I'm good, and you?
Very good, thanks. Let's start with identifying the various kinds of dry skin: psoriasis, xerosis, ichthyosis, eczema. Excuse my pronunciation of these terms, but these skin conditions all seem to present the same or very similar symptoms from what we understand. Let's start with identifying each of these conditions first, and then what causes them.
So xerosis is just the medical term for extremely dry skin. Individuals with cirrhosis have dull-looking, flaky skin with exaggerated skin markings, and whereas ichthyosis develops in early childhood and is derived from the Greek word ichthys, which means fish. These children have generalized fish-like scale and often have very thickened palms and soles. Eczema is a chronic inflammatory skin disease that develops in the flexures, so behind the elbows, behind the knees, as scaly, oozy, intensely itchy patches. Psoriasis, on the other hand, is also inflammatory skin disease, but develops on the extensor surfaces, so on the front of the knee and on the scalp, and characteristically not only has dry skin, but thickened red skin with very thick silvery scale. So they are similar but different.
Similar but different in terms of how they stem. Are they genetic? Are they something that develops environmentally? What causes them?
individuals often have a background family history of eczema. Both men and women over the age of 60 can develop extremely dry skin. It also can sort of signify an underlying disorder like an abnormal thyroid or abnormal kidney disease can give you extremely dry skin. Whereas ichthyosis is absolutely a genetic disease, so you'd have more than one family member with ichthyosis. Eczema has a genetic component plus trigger factors, the same as psoriasis, a distinct genetic component, but then some environmental trigger factors.
Can these types of skin conditions get worse if not managed? I'm guessing they can. And what can we do today, most importantly, to start treating and managing these conditions?
Yes, they absolutely can get worse if they're not treated. So xerosis, which is severe dryness, is fairly simple to address at home. Okay, if you treat xerosis, it will not develop into xerotic eczema. By adopting 4 simple habits, you can eliminate xerosis. So number 1, you need to ditch the soap. So use a mild, fragrance-free cleanser or shower oil. Secondly, have a lukewarm shower rather than a prolonged, extremely hot bath. Number 3 is choose the correct moisturizer. The drier the skin, the thicker the moisturizer needs to be. As dermatologists, we prefer ointment rather than cream because they have higher oil to water ratios.
Okay.
And lastly, to have hydrated skin, you need to be internally hydrated, so drink lots of water. So xerosis is fairly simple to fix at home, whereas if you suspect you have eczema, psoriasis, or ichthyosis, you need to seek professional help.
I was going to say, if it gets to that chronic level, and for many people, I know that it really can affect them deeply, go and see a professional. Speak to someone like the doctor. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Some wonderful insights. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Dry skin conditions can often be tough to identify and distinguish between them, as we've seen. So visit a medical professional to help manage and treat any dry skin conditions you may be experiencing. And Dexerol's skincare range is formulated specifically to treat dry skin conditions, giving your skin the love and care it deserves.
Do you have dry skin caused by hand sanitizing? Keep the moisture balance with Dexerol, scientifically proven to restore dry skin. Dexerol, evidence makes us.
Looking for fantastic health and weight loss benefits without a lifestyle change or being on a diet? Well, Shapeline 50 Billion from Proven Probiotics is the first ever probiotic to offer scientifically proven weight loss, while at the same time boosting immune and digestive health. That's why we think Shapeline 50 Billion may well be the world's most effective probiotic. Available at Dis-Chem and Clicks.
Hey Expresso family, it's time for you to get creative and start cooking or baking your family favorites with Snowflake for your chance to win great cash prizes.
We want you to share your Snowflake homemade creations and memories with families all around South Africa.
Share a photo of your Snowflake homemade recipe using any Snowflake product to our Expresso Facebook or Twitter page. Tell us why this recipe is so special to you and use the hashtag Snowflake Homemade.
And 3 lucky winners will walk away with a grand prize of 5,000 Rand cash each.
Create flop-proof homemade happiness and memories with Snowflake.
The competition closes the 30th of September 2020 and T's and C's can be found at www.expressoshow.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Happy birthday, a very happy birthday to you.
Yes, dance it in. Oh, did you hear the DJ? They held back on the beat and then it dropped. Yes, welcome back to Your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We're live, large, and in charge. It's a Tuesday morning, not any regular Tuesday morning. It's your birthday. Yes! And listen, if it is your birthday today, you share it with Michael Rainey Jr., who turns a full 20 years old today. There he is. He's an American actor who's best known for his role as Tarek St. Patrick on the popular series Power. Michael has been in the industry since the age of 10 years old and his talent is outstanding. He's now got a role in the spin-off series Power Book 2 Ghost, and we're sure that we'll be seeing much more of this young man in many years to come. Have you watched Power?
I haven't, man, but I've seen a little snippet or two of this guy's acting. It's really good. I think at such a young age he's going to be doing some big things in the future and stealing some big roles too, I think.
Wonderful stuff. Alrighty. So let's, go ahead.
Yeah, we've got a beautiful up song coming in. It's Tsesi Ahonemanda, and it's having your first birthday, which is absolutely amazing. Now, having your second birthday is lovely, but having your third birthday, now that is just the coolest. Now, may God fill you with these blessings and protect you as you enter this new age. And we're wishing you, Tsesi, a third birthday, and that's from Grandma Tsesi PC. Check this out.
Hooray! I love his moves. He's waiting for somebody to tell. He's like, how old are you now? He's waiting. Somebody needs to answer him. Tell him.
Answer me and also, where are my presents?
How old am I now?
Oh, I love it. That is so cute.
Brilliant message. Thank you so much for that, Ahonemanda. Then also to Byron, you are my sunshine child with nothing but goodness in your heart. May this day and the year ahead be nothing short of amazing for you, mi amor. You are destined for great things because you have the heart of a fighter. So may you always choose your faith over fear as you reach for your dreams. Have an amazing day, Byron, and this is with love from Mommy Lucy.
Oh, what an incredible
Byron
message.
is a gunner. Look at him. That's a good man right there. He knows football.
I will reserve all my comments. Just have a happy birthday, Byron. Starting off with Candace Campbell. Happy birthday, Candace. Stay the fierce, God-fearing person that you are. God's grace over your life always, and may many more and much love from your auntie Helga and family, and we wish that you just enjoy your day. Happy birthday, Pink Candace. Vibrant and spunky. I love it.
Another message that reads, I'd like to send a special happy birthday to my husband Desmond and best friend on his 41st birthday. May God continue to bless your life and grant you many more years. Love you loads. This is from your wife Beulah and your daughters Taryn and Tiara. Happy birthday, Desmond.
And then Godfrey celebrating today. Happy 48th birthday, Uncle Godfrey. Hope you have a blessed day and may God grant you all the desires of your heart and stay blessed. And this is with love from Aaron Case and the entire Case family.
They're on the case. Happy birthday to Kirsten, one of the most hardworking and creative people we know. This is our Kirsten, of course, here at the studio.
Don't you look familiar?
We certainly can't wait to catch your speech on TED Talk one day. This is what she's promising.
Wow, love it.
Continue to be that sassy and intelligent intelligent person that we all know you to be, and this is with love from the entire Cardova team. We love you, Kirsten.
Happy birthday
to you. Ah, man.
Now, of course, you stunning people, if you would love to have your birthdays read out, of course, you love to have a happy birthday message from anybody out there, make sure you send it to us or a 15-second video to our WhatsApp line, and that's on 071-640-6551, because we want to celebrate with you. And to the rest of you all, guys, happy birthday!
How old are you now? What are you doing?
That vibe of that kid was just awesome.
No, that wasn't the dance though. You took Ryle. Sometimes you just need to have a whoa. A whoa.
Whoa.
Happy birthday to everyone celebrating their day. Now, earlier today, we chose 2 dresses that Jamie should wear. You voted, and now it's time for her to give us the big reveal. Let's bring her in.
Ooh.
Jamie, girl.
I don't know how to act.
You look so amazing.
Thank you, Mama. I feel amazing.
Yes.
Listen, can I just be honest first before we read out the comments that you guys chose at home? When you look at it, it's always different when you look at it and when you actually wear it. Once you wear it, it just takes you to a whole new level. You just want to do a bit of I'm now going to give you guys a boomerang.
I mean, it's an experience. Like, I love the way the kind of prints are going on, but it's also lovely and flirty. You look super feminine and like sexy. I like it.
Thank you, Mama. Okay, so you guys at home obviously chose, and I want to read some of your comments that you posted on our social media platform. This one is from Cheppy. Tumi says the print mini dress, fire, fire, fire. Charlene says the print mini dress. Hannah says print. Celeste says, morning Jamie, with the way you've been looking amazing, I'd go with the print mini. Oh, thank you so much. And then Amanda says, good morning Expresso family, the print mini dress. You guys have spoken, we gave you the print mini dress, and now we're going to give you a bit of a boomy, everybody.
Yes,
a shimmer.
And you look great.
Thank you so much for choosing this, for picking this out, and thank you for you at home for choosing this. I'm definitely owning the look today, and maybe you want to feel a bit sophisticated and classy, then you can own this look by going exclusively to it for as low as $2.99. You can own this look as well. Remember to shop it online, in store, or on the Woolies app, everybody. But remember what I always say, the sexiest thing to wear is confidence. Shimmy.
Yep, do it with confidence and look gorgeous to boot. So now let's hone in on your opportunity to win. In fact, it's time to win big with Buy Smart. Just like last Thursday's winner, the awesome Simone Africa, who walked away with a brand new fridge by sending a simple hi on WhatsApp. That's all she needed to do. So think about how many WhatsApp messages you send in a day. Well, all it takes is sending just one to sign up and stand a chance of winning epic, and I mean epic, weekly prizes, including a queen-size bed, that fridge that's gone twice now, a washing machine, even a smartphone. So you'll not only get rewarded with points every time you purchase, but you'll also go into our weekly prize draw where you could be spinning our virtual wheel of prizes this coming Thursday.
Yeah, gee, now, as you heard, it is that simple. And all you got to do is send the word hi to WhatsApp on 072-897-6278 and follow these steps. Or what you can do is open your camera and scan the QR code to get the link to sign up. And then straight after that, you browse the Buy Smart promos and products, and then upload a photo of your till slip with your buy. And of course, those are your Tiger brand products indeed. And now you will then earn points on your purchases, and your points can then unlock rewards ranging from airtime and fast food vouchers to movie tickets and shopping vouchers. Now it's quick, it's easy, and you can go signing up as simple as that on the go. And here's that QR code one last time to sign up today and stand a chance of going into our weekly prize draw. And hey, who knows? It could be you spinning our virtual wheel of prizes this Thursday and walking away with a big, big prize and becoming a big, big winner with Buy Smart. Now, of course, those T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com. And what are you waiting for? Let's get entering.
All the best of luck.
Get rewarded for your shopping choices with Buy Smart. Send hi on WhatsApp to 072-897-6278 and follow the steps. You will stand a chance of winning incredible prizes weekly on Expresso.
It's one for the book readers and the book eaters. One for the construction workers and their helpful ones. One for the laundry sorters and the laundry hoarders. Whoever whoever the dog member of your family, big or small. New Nexgard Spectra, the broad spectrum monthly chew that protects inside and out in one easy step. Nexgard Spectra, just one chew, so easy for you.
We want to acknowledge the healthcare students tirelessly volunteering during COVID-19.
She's been a role model. She has given me so much confidence.
And give them hope for their future after this pandemic.
Here I am now, it's 10 years later, and I'm still trying to follow in his footsteps.
We're looking for current and aspiring healthcare students, graduates, interns, or those doing the community service here. Nominate yourself, receive nurturing mentorship, experience health work readiness, and stand a chance to win a 25,000 Rand scholarship. And for the mentors associated with the winner, you'll win an overseas trip to attend a medical conference of your choice. Sponsors of Brave, the next generation of Brave.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's a Tuesday morning and some of our crew members are out and about. In fact, Uncle Tabsy is all the way now in Midrand in Johannesburg, about to hop on the Hope-tober, beautiful bus whose, I guess, mission it is to spread joy through the power of song. And right now we're about to get a first performance from there. Uncle Tabsy, over to you.
Oh, thank you very much, Cat Factor. Well, listen, I am in my absolute feels this morning. Yes, we're still here, coming to you live from Johannesburg at the Adcock Ingram OTC, sponsors of Brave, because it's official. The month of October 2020 is being called Hope-tober, and that's a fact. It's all about inspiring all South Africans to look to hope as we recover from all these tough times we've had over the last couple of months. And of course, this bus, the Hope-tober bus, is about to hit the streets of Johannesburg, spreading all of the love, all of the positivity, all of the feel-good vibes. And of course, right now, what's happening behind me is that the very, very talented performers who are going to be spreading all of this love are standing by to give us a bit of a sneak peek of what people of Johannesburg can expect today. Take it away, guys!
Dance, my pretty, dance some more. Get clever whenever you feel your body moving. Dance, my pretty, across the floor. Discover, love it, and get the body grooving. Up, 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 get up, 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 get up, 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 dance, 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 dance some more. It's nice to see you too. It's nice to see all of you as well. Yes, come on. Yeah, yeah. Nice to see you. We will meet again. Now we say goodbye. Keep on grooving. We will meet again. Now we say goodbye. There'll be times when you're laughing. There'll be times when you cry. There'll be times when you have to move on. There'll be times to be saying goodbye. Oh yeah, come on. There's no need to be sad now. Cause I know we'll get by. Oh yeah, we must change, we must stay until now it's time to be saying goodbye. Nice to see you. We will meet again. Now we say goodbye. Keep on grooving.
That's absolutely brilliant. Wow. So the Hopetober will be spreading joy and hope all throughout the country. They'll be making stops at some of the major cities around and ensuring that all of our frontline healthcare workers are feeling their spirits uplifted through the power of song. So thanks very much to the team once again for bringing that through to us. Hope you enjoyed it. Even Uncle Tabzi's little moves there. Huh? He was doing the things. The Hopetober is out and about.
Oh man, some of my favorite. Craig Barney, you don't understand. Like, I've hero worshipped that dude forever. Oh, that is unbelievable. So go and connect with them if you can. Go and spread a little bit of hope yourself. But of course, being a Tuesday, we are talking all things travel this morning. And it's the perfect time to keep your travel dreams alive. Fuel that travel wanderlust. Now, of course, that we're in level 1, reveling in the fact. And you could make those travel dreams possible with a smooth travel prize when you buy Tropica and stand the chance to win instant 1,000 Rand travel start vouchers or local return flights. Beautiful.
Now, this is how you can enter. Buy any Tropica promotional pack with a red cap like this one over here. Flip the cap, and if you find smooth underneath the cap, you stand a chance of winning. Now, if you don't find smooth, then try flipping another cap until you do so.
Yeah, man, just keep on at it. And then once you do find smooth, then follow the details on the pack to stand a chance of winning smooth instant prizes like headphones, like mobile phones, those travel start vouchers, return local flights, watches. We'll even throw in some sunglasses as well.
Plus,
Awesome.
you also stand a chance of going into the draw to win weekly grand prizes live on Expresso every Friday by flipping a cap on our wall till you find smooth. We have TVs, washing machines, and fridges up for grabs.
Give us a little demonstration as if you are the game show hostess. Not smooth.
Let's go.
Give us smooth. Booyah. And you're a winner. So this Friday, you'll be flipping the caps just like Jamie did for a Samsung microwave. Just imagine having a stylish and powerful, beautiful, brand new microwave to add to your kitchen ensemble. And you can cook easily any meal, and it's a work of art. So go and get your Tropica right now to enter. The more Tropica you buy and find smooth, the more chances you have to win. But you can find all of the terms and conditions at tropica.co.za. Good luck.
Are you smooth or not smooth? Buy Tropica. Flip the cap. If you find smooth, you stand a chance to win smooth prizes. Tropica, nothing smoother.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to the Feel Good Breakfast Show, and it's a Tuesday, and I'm choosing myself a nice warm belly. But before we do get started in the kitchen, would you like to help those in need? And I know the answer to that is yes. I know I've asked everybody, and the answer is very much the same. And now, of course, Woolies has partnered with Gift of the Givers to distribute food care packs to families in need. And now, of course, each bag is filled with a balance of protein, fresh fruit, vegetables, and of course, other staples, as well as hygiene products. And if you didn't know already, donating as little as 10 Rand is going to provide one person with 3 entire meals for the day. That's just 10 Rand in total. It provides 3 meals for the day. And if you'd like to get involved, all you got to do is scan the QR code on your screen with the SnapScan app or your banking app and donate whatever you can towards filling a bag. And of course, remember to encourage your friends, your family, your neighbors, colleagues, chat groups, and everybody that you know to get involved, because why? Every little bit makes that much more of a difference. And I know you want to get involved. Now, it's braai season in Mzansi. Things are warming up, and I'm here with Chef Clem. Of course, it's a South African rich heritage, and one of those things is, of course, cooking meat over an open flame, and an equally rich mix of taking all things in that are braai. Now, upping it up a notch, Chef Clem's there to help us with a chicken espetada, and it's served on a garlic naan with a spicy carrot slaw, a green yogurt dressing, and all the words that are music to my tummy. Chef Clem, let's do the things, man. I'm ready.
So there's never been a better time to prepare these amazing dishes. Seeing as Woolies now have a promo, buy any 2 marinated packs and they get 20% off. That runs until the 27th of the month. What I do is I love buying these in bulk. And it's weird because I've got a food association with these. These remind me it's almost time for Christmas. Because it's that last part of the year that's very, very busy. And these become our go-to dinners. And we use it in so many different ways. It's one of the most amazing ways.
All right.
By the way, yesterday I was walking through a mall and the store had its Christmas decorations up.
Already? No, you're lying.
Already.
No
already. We're in September.
I haven't even dealt with winter yet and we're getting our jingle on it already. That's cool. I'm not complaining. I
was like, I got a little bit of anxiety. I was like, what's going on? Like, how is this happening? But yeah, absolutely. Okay. These are really great, and the chicken thighs, we spoke about the benefits of brining. These have been brined, and then they've been marinated in this. This one is the Moroccan, there's a sun-dried chicken tomato, and I'm telling you, the intensity of the sun-dried tomato, it's not the sauce. You can see the pieces of sun-dried tomato.
An actual piece of tomato there. We're not just looking at that synthetic flavor right now.
No.
That's awesome. I love
100% real deal. And what I love about it is tomatoes have umami in them, especially sun-dried tomatoes. And umami is that flavor that we absolutely love because it kind of tastes like more, and it makes you want to eat more. It's got that savory flavor in it.
I got you, okay.
So you can
is umami like from umami beans, no?
Umami bean? I don't know. I'm going to Google that. I'm going to Google that.
We both should.
Yeah, we should. Don't check it out. But it's really great. So for this, we were being generous, right? That's 1 ish potato, like that's on here, and like I got a few pieces to the side.
Okay.
I found that cooking 2 ish potatoes, you can make 4 naans. Which is great to feed the family. That's what it's all about.
I was just going to say, I mean, putting all of that into one of these naans, that's a meat-heavy naan right there.
Exactly.
All the builders might like that.
Cameraman Sean's favorite thing is he always, whenever I do a naan dish, and he says, Clem, how much is your naan? And I have to always say, my naan costs $9.99. And it's weird because Sean, he loves it. He laughs every single time.
My naan costs $9.99.
Oh, man. All right. So I need you to make this amazing green dressing for me. I love using avo in different ways. This is a great one because you get the creaminess of it without using cream. But I'm going to add some yogurt as well. But it just becomes so velvety and so delicious.
I love avo. And it's like the texture's perfect.
My fingers naughty because I don't want to waste the avo. It's so good. It's so creamy. And what I like about this is it works for this dish. But if you want to make a dip at home that works, this is the one. All right, so you got your avo in there. I'm going to pass you a spoon if you can help me out with this one. You hit it with a little bit of yogurt, and then the yogurt kind of balances it out. It brings a little bit of acidity coming through. It kind of pairs well with the creaminess of the avo. Then I got some green chili for you and some mint.
All right.
And again, it's all flavor. It's like...
How much yogurt am I putting in here?
You can give me like another 2 heap spoons.
Okay.
And then just in case it is too thick, there's a little bit of water to help it thin it down. So you get this creaminess from the avo, you get the tanginess from the yogurt, you get the heat from the chili, green chili, but then you get the mint that cools everything down again.
Oh, wow.
So your taste buds go like...
just a roller coaster and back to the start.
And that's what food's about. That's what food's about. So, okay, you're doing the right thing there. You get it with a little bit of salt as well. All right. So I'm going to heat up these garlic naans, and these are amazing. People use garlic naans for like curries and stuff, but they make the most amazing parcels for sandwiches as well.
Okay.
They are so good and buttery and delicious. I'm just going to pop this in the pan and just toast this a little bit. You can pop it with a little bit of butter if you want to do that. I'm going to go straight dry pan for now.
So I see you had those pans like fresh, hot and prepped before you put anything on there. Both of the espetadas as well, the meat, right?
I find in general, when people cook meat, they're not cooking. There's a reason we say preheat your pan over a medium heat. You have to properly preheat your pan, let it sit on that heat for a little bit, right? So when you put that meat down, it makes immediate contact, and it's called the Maillard reaction.
Okay.
That's literally when it starts caramelizing, developing those meaty flavors. A lot of times
and that's where you get that sizzle, right?
That's that sizzle.
That
a lot of times what people do is they put meat down on the pan that's not properly hot, and moisture starts coming out of the meat because it's not sealing, because it doesn't have enough heat. And you lose flavor, you lose moisture, you don't want that. That's why we love braai.
I might be that guy, Clem.
It's okay.
I might be that guy.
It's okay.
Thank you,
The first step is
you.
admitting you have a problem.
That's
No, just
me.
joking, no, that's not a problem. But that's why we love braai so much, because we're putting meat directly over that high heat and we get that intense meaty flavor.
Yes.
I love it, I love it. Like, imagine this was a braai, because I couldn't braai inside. I would kind of recreate
it
that now.
smells just like it though, so I guess we're halfway there.
Okay, cool, let's do this. So you can blend that up for me to make that beautiful.
A little bit of water maybe just for some consistency.
Absolutely, just set it down. Okay, also when you're busy cooking, pay attention to the stove so you don't...
You don't do these things.
Hey, but you know what? This is actually fine. This is quite nice. It's beautiful. It's well toasted. Now, I'm going to make a pickle.
Part of the plan?
Part of the plan? Part of the plan. I'm going to make a cute, let me see the cute pickle. What? We're going to make a carrot pickle.
Okay.
This works really well with cucumber as well. Swap out what you have. I always find when you buy carrots, there's always 2 carrots or 3 carrots that just end up living in the bag. You don't know what to do with it. This is what you do with it.
Yes, yeah, you don't need that much to get the grate on, so
no,
that's perfect.
absolutely. And this is 2 carrots. Look how much that is. But I'm going to let you blend quickly and make it.
Get my blend on. 3, 2, 1, Banjo!
That's good, that's good.
I think we got it.
What we're going to do now is make this carrot pickle. And as like I said, use a little bit of carrot that you have left over in your fridge and grate it up. I'll turn this over. Oh, that's exactly what you want. Into a bowl. That's good, right?
It smells good. I want to just drink this like a milkshake.
You can, dude. Why not? Why not?
Is that a day?
Okay, so carrot, onion. I put a little bit of green chili in there. I would have normally kept it a little bit chilled, but I like the heat in there.
Yes.
A little bit of the green chili going in here. Thanks for keeping me some. A little bit of garlic. You can actually add your garlic to your green sauce if you want.
Okay.
Yeah?
I love garlic, so I'm going to go with a yes there.
There we go.
Let me just do that.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm balance out the flavors of my pickle. A little bit of sugar goes in, because you've got to balance out the acidity with some sweetness. Sugar goes in, white vinegar goes in. What I love about this, the longer the carrot sits in that pickle, the better the flavor's going to get.
Okay,
Which is why I say, if
so
ever
you
make...
literally are pickling it.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Whenever
gotcha.
you make something like this, this goes great on a curry, this goes great on a sandwich, this goes great on everything. Whenever you make a pickle, make extra. Because you want to use it now, and the longer, like I said, the longer you keep it, the better it's going to get. So you want to have a jar of beautiful carrot pickle.
All right,
Right.
I got you. So we're doing a twofold here. We're not only making something for now, but we've got something for later on.
later.
And it's going to be even better. I love that.
Okay.
I love that.
So on we're going with our beautiful chicken potatoes that goes down there. Which I would normally slice it up a bit. And I've got some pickle. There. Let me use your one, because I want to put this away so I can.
This is way better than the silly old prop over here. This is the good stuff,
This
man.
is the good stuff.
This
I
is
like
the good stuff. I put my love into that.
But it's also like, I don't want to say it because I don't want to curse it, but we haven't had load shedding in a little bit. This recipe,
I might have heard you.
They hear everything. This recipe works really well with load shedding, because you can do this on the braai so quickly.
Oh yeah, that's true. You don't actually need electricity at all. Yeah.
Everything happens so quickly, and everybody's fed, everybody's happy.
Everybody is loving the fact that chicken espetadas can be made both in the kitchen, both outdoors, both for the weekend, and I'm sure Heritage Day has got one beautiful new list of foods to add to the menu, of course. Oh, Chef Clem, you've outdone yourself, brother.
How much is that naan?
I don't know, it looks like a 999 kind of naan.
999, I love it, yeah.
Chef Clem, thank you so much. Chicken espetadas, there you have it, guys. The perfect way to kickstart your Heritage Day. Oh, the gears in the kitchen smelling absolutely amazing. And I know if you try this recipe, you are going to think the exact same thing. So enjoy it. Chef Clem, thank you very much. Chicken espetadas coming at you. And I am out of here. My Heritage Day is done. Cheers, guys.
So I'm chatting to Umalume Musa here. He's owned a small clothing factory for years now, and he's always inspired me with his success. But like a lot of businesses, this lockdown's hit him hard. So he spoke to his banker, and they've put together a tailor-made relief solution for him to help his business and his people get through this. Making your bank your business partner, that's a habit worth keeping.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
We continue the journey across Mzansi, because we can travel now. In fact, we are going to be able to travel internationally pretty soon. But let's focus on our beautiful land. We asked you guys a little bit earlier to share with us some of your favorite places in Mzansi. And man, it's difficult to hone in on just one or two, but you guys have had some great suggestions.
Absolutely. This one is from Linda saying Durban. And I'm a little embarrassed to admit that it was for a choral music competition at the ICC Arena. I don't know why.
Nothing wrong.
Yeah, embarrassed. And
Linda,
it was awesome.
Linda.
We also went to the beach. School was fun. Okay, Linda, we see you.
Man.
Yeah.
I love it. Then Chantal Oliver Olivia saying, morning, I loved Limpopo. The kindness of the people made it a lovely visit. And it's all about the peeps.
I was going to say now, it's all about the people. Another one coming through from Chepang saying, good morning, fam. It has to be Clarence. The peace, serenity and activities there are to die for. I definitely experienced Free State in a new light. I've never heard of Clarence in my life.
My mom had her 60th birthday there. Absolutely stunning. I've shot there, I don't know how many times. We've done like wildlife releases there. The National Geography there is amazing. The natural kind of elements of it, but it's also like an artist conclave. It's absolutely stunning. Get to Clarence if you can. And this last one coming through from Joseph Khanhyame saying Balido Bay. I was on honeymoon. It was beautiful, clean town. A lot of people there were friendly. It was clean. You are on honeymoon. What more do you need? Where in our beautiful country are you looking to visit? Let us know on our social media platforms. Right now, we are thinking about getting out into the bush.
So wild.
Yeah, I was just thinking now, I haven't been to the Drakensberg in quite a while. That would be a nice place to get out to. But yeah, you're right, Graham. We're about to get out into the wild, into the bush right now. We're about to link up with Kuhle, who's all the way in Krugersdorp. When last were you there? And right now she's at the Rhino and Lion Conservation Park over there to bring us the latest. Hey, Kuhle.
Oh, thank you so much, Kat. A very good morning to you, team. A good morning to you, South Africa. Guhle Adams clocking in for duty this morning in one of my favorite places. I'm talking about the Rhino and Lion Nature Reserve near Krugersdorp in the cradle of humankind. Now this morning, I am joining someone who's no stranger on our screens. I'm talking about Chef Lihan. A very good morning to you, Chef.
And good morning to you. Welcome back.
How are you doing? Thank you.
Well, no, I'm doing fine, thanks. It's, we're starting to operate, so it's nice to get into level 1 and get through us. So, we're excited.
It's truly exciting, and I'm so happy that during level 1 we get to do this to showcase what, Neck and Deck has to offer. Now, the last time I was here, you made me these scrumptious mopani worms on balenta served with harissa sauce, right?
That's it. That's the one.
And what are we making this morning?
So, this morning we're going to do what we call our signature omelette. So, we decided to call it our signature omelette because we themed this restaurant around the celebration of giraffes. And this omelette contains a lot of spots. It's little tomatoes and feta and all the different colors, a bit of basil pesto. So it's our signature omelette, and it's a great way to start the day.
It's rich in flavor and ingredients, and the final product looks mouth-watering. All right, I want to see you do it so I can actually take down some notes for when I get back home.
No problem. So, important thing, we start with some eggs. We're just gonna scramble. Some people add a bit of cream to them. It makes it a bit more rich and heavy. We don't actually add anything. I like it the way it is. You can also add a bit of water. Some people prefer to add some water. So there are ways to structure your texture of your omelette slightly different. So we're going to start with a good helping of butter, because if we can't celebrate butter in the process, then what are we doing here?
No, what are you doing here? I've actually never made an omelette using butter. Why is butter over oil?
I prefer butter purely for taste. I think it gives a great taste. You can do it with oil. Obviously, if you're trying to you can go for some healthier options like olive oil. when you cook with the oils, it's sometimes also better to take an oil that's got a slightly higher burn temperature. So oils like sunflower and canola, even some peanut oil can work.
All right.
Then we're gonna give it a little bit of mozzarella cheese.
I love cheese.
It's always
cheese,
good to have a bit of a
cheese.
gooey center. I just sauteed some tomatoes, some cocktail tomatoes. I like using them because they're nice and sweet.
You know what? Back in the studio, we usually host these omelette challenges between the presenters.
Oh, yeah?
And I am proud to say that I am the reigning queen.
Aye, that's good.
That
so
was a
then,
lie.
so next time I can come to you.
Maybe
Good.
I can teach you some tricks. No, I'm kidding.
There we go. So we're gonna just add a little bit of the chives and just a spot of pesto in there. And I'm just gonna finish it off here in our pizza oven while we get our plate ready.
Fancy.
It's a great way to cook is with a pizza oven, and you know we enjoy our fire, as you know, in this country. Let me just
Does it add a special taste when you finish it off in that section?
It obviously does have a bit of a wood smoke that goes around, so you can probably pick up a smokiness. Eggs are actually very good at absorbing flavors, so yeah, you can probably taste a bit of the smoke in the finish. Definitely.
Product. I can't wait to get tasting. But in light of Heritage Month, Chef, and also just celebrating our diverse heritage and cultures and traditions, how would you describe, you know, the heritage of South African culinary?
I actually think we've got probably the most exciting cuisine on this planet. They call it rainbow cuisine, or we're the melting pot. So we've been fortunate that we've had these influences come from all over the world, from the Malay to the Dutch to German. We've got all these different influences that came into our country, and the French Huguenots. So I think South Africa is the place where we took everyone's cuisines and we made it better. So we put our own spin on it, we put our own flavors on it, and that's what we have today, and we celebrate that. And you know, I think when you take it back, the one thing we all have in common in this country is our love for fire and cooking with fire, and sort of just that brings a social element to it already. So
that's true.
That's why I think Heritage Day, it's and celebrating our heritage in food and in everything that we do is very important. We've got a wonderful heritage.
Especially around a bonfire. We truly love bonfires. You know, talking about stories, telling each other stories, especially hearing from our parents and our grandparents, you know, how they grew up and how they used to, you know, celebrate Heritage Month. And it's just also a moment where we can get to learn about each other and each other's heritages. You know?
Absolutely.
I see.
So we're gonna just finish this guy off, our little smokiness, and just make sure it's nice and loose so I don't leave half of it in the pan there. And then just bring
Look
it in.
at the presentation.
And then this is where the little spots come in. So we just give it our little finish and a little bit of pepper.
Just putting on the finishing touches before.
And some coarse salt. And maybe just a little bit of the greens. And there we go.
There we go.
I don't know if you'd like to sample some of that.
With pleasure. This is actually my favorite part, especially when I'm with you, because you never fail. You never fail me. I love cheese, so I love the fact that you've incorporated different types of cheeses, and basil pesto is one of my favorite plant sauces. Is that correct? Am I saying
Yeah, it's a herb sauce. I must say, for me as well, I like the aromatics of it. It's got such a nice flavor with, and it's intense. So with the tomatoes and the saltiness of the feta, it works wonderful.
Sir, have outdone yourself. This is truly delicious. I love the presentation that it represents. You know, your celebration of giraffes in the reserve and the cheesiness inside. Well, while I finish up my breakfast for champions, make sure to keep it locked right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show, because when you return, we're going to be meeting someone special in light of World Rhino Day. Chef Nian, thank you very much.
It's an absolute pleasure.
I thought we were going to be forced to watch Kutle eat that entire omelette, man. It looks absolutely delicious. As she mentioned, of course, Heritage Day, all about us sharing those stories of our heritage. And I think when it comes to the wild, that's probably one of our greatest heritage items that we need to really protect, our natural resource. And of course, one conversation we reported on earlier was a decline in rhino poaching, and being a World International Rhino Day. That is a great story that we were honing in on, and hopefully a little bit later we'll see some more positive news coming to light. Now, if you've ever decided to take your dog for a walk but ended up being taken for the walk instead by your dog, then you'll love today's daily tip, brought to you by Nexgard Spectra and dog trainer Karis Nalty.
Hi, my name is Karis Nafty. I'm a dog trainer and an animal behaviorist. Today, I'm going to show you how to teach your dog to walk close with you when they're on a leash. One good exercise is to come to an open field like this one, where there isn't a sidewalk you have to walk straight on, and practice changing your direction all the time. Because by changing your direction, you become much more interesting to your dog. Beer, beer, beer. You can speed up, you can slow down, but by moving around, your dog, you'll find, naturally focuses on what you're doing much more.
A flea and tick-free dog is a happy dog. Protect your dog from harmful parasites with Nexgard Spectra's tasty chewables. Did you know your dog needs to take just one Nexgard Spectra chew once a month to treat and prevent the broadest range of troublesome parasites, including ticks, fleas, mites, and various worms? Nexgard Spectra can be given with or without food to puppies as young as 8 weeks and to dogs of all sizes and breeds. Nexgard Spectra is the tasty chew you can trust and the treat your dog will love.
Thank you so much to Karis Nafty for that brilliant tip on getting our dogs to focus on us while we're out working. So, of course, from our domesticated animals to the wild, we're going to introduce you to some heroes operating in the wild ahead of World Rhino Day. That is coming up next. We'll see you in just a moment.
Join us tonight at 7:30 on SABC3 as the Insider SA meets UCT's inspiring Vice-Chancellor, Professor Mamokgethi Phakeng. See how the visionary Liz Biden built one of South Africa's top hotel portfolios and learn how artichokes are being cultivated and celebrated in South Africa. The Insider SA tonight at 7:30. Repeat Saturday nights at 8, only on SABC3.
Cadbury Dairy Milk Glass and a Half project presents There's a Story in Everyone. Visit cadbury.co.za/storytime for more information on how to share your inspirational story.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back. You are still with us here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It is Travel Tuesday, and this morning on our social media, we asked you, where in Mzansi would you like to travel? There's so many beautiful places to explore in South Africa. And of course, you guys came through with all the comments and kind of giving us a bit of FOMO because we need to travel a bit more. What are people saying?
Definite FOMO. I think we're all going to be booking some more trips after this. So Kwanika comes through first saying, 3 places come to mind, and that would be the beautiful Port Nolith, Rimfasmark and Lurisfontein. So quiet. The people are absolutely humble and still have that natural, untouched, raw beauty. Now, those are 3 places I've never heard about, and I'm going to change that very soon.
Clearly, because you call it Port Nolith and it's Port Nolith, but okay, we forgive you. The next one is from Andali saying, good morning, Expresso. I once traveled to Durban to swim in the beach, and I also went to Mpumalanga to visit the Kruger National Park. That sounds so amazing.
And then Anusha's coming through, and I cannot disagree with this one. She says Cape Town, because it feels like I'm in heaven, and it definitely does. I can't agree with that.
Love that. But right now we're crossing back over to the wild where Kuthla is standing by.
Yeah, we are. In fact, September 22nd is World Rhino Day. That's today. And visitors are so fortunate to get to see rhinos at the reserve where Kutle is right now. Every single one super, super precious. And in fact, as we said, Kutle is at the Rhino and Lion Nature Reserve, where she's chatting with Ari van Deventer of the Rhino Orphanage in Limpopo, who works incredibly hard to save rhinos orphaned by poaching.
And we are back at the Rhino and Lion Nature Reserve out near Krugersdorp in the cradle of humankind. Listen, I'm twisting my words now because the wind, Ari, it's quite cold, right?
Yeah, it is.
It's quite nippy this morning.
It is nippy, definitely.
No, but this morning is a special day, not only because Heritage Day is in the next 2 days, but the 22nd of September is World Rhino Day. Now, this morning I'm joined by someone very special, does incredible work. I'm talking about Ari van Deventer from the Rhino Orphanage out in Limpopo. Ari, thank you so much for driving all the way from Limpopo, first of all, this morning to join us.
Pleasure. Thank you for the invite. It's great to be here.
It's exciting. Now, please tell us how the Rhino and Lion Nature Reserve helps the Rhino Orphanage out in Limpopo.
You know what? For me, it's always very special to be at Rhino Lion. The reason, because the people here at Rhino Lion are as passionate about wildlife and saving wildlife in Africa as what we are. We've got one of their babies. She's been there now almost 2 years. That unfortunately her mother was killed on Old Year's Day of 2018, little Eve, but she's with us. And Rhino Lion has also supported us financially. We love them, they love us, and we work together. It's unbelievable.
It's a great collaboration because we do need to place importance in the preservation and conservation of our rhinos, especially because of, you know, the poaching that happens out there. Now, please explain to us what kind of work that you do at the Rhino Orphanage.
What we do at the Rhino Orphanage is we rescue, rehabilitate, and then eventually release baby rhinos whose mothers were killed in this poaching pandemic that we are in Africa. And we love them, we treat them. You see, if you look at the slogan under the Rhino Orphanage, it says Ntloyale Ratu, which means the house of love, because we at the Rhino Orphanage believe that unconditional love heals all wounds.
Now, you said that you've been running for 8 years. I think this is a very interesting story. If you can briefly explain to us how it started.
It started by accident. There was a poaching in one of the neighboring farms. We got a call to go and help. We got there were 2 rhino cows shot. A little baby of 3 months was shot as well. But there was a 7-month-old baby that was running around, and the owner came to me and said, listen, where can I take this baby? And I said, there must be dozens of places in South Africa that look after these babies. And I said, but I'll get back to you. So I went home, went into the office, started phoning, and there was no one.
Wow.
And I eventually got through to a certain organization, and they said to me, for the past 18 months, they've been trying to establish a rhino orphanage, but they don't know where and how. And me, with my big mouth on the phone, said to them, don't worry, I'll build the first one in the world. And we established 8 years ago the first dedicated rhino orphanage in the world.
That is incredible. The Rhino Orphanage is the first of its kind in the entire world, and we have the pleasure of talking to the founder of it. Now, raising them, I'm pretty sure, is quite an experience. Do they develop personality the older they get?
You know what, if you look at a rhino, you always think it's this prehistoric monster, but it's not. They are super intelligent. They all have different personalities. They are lovely, lovely creatures. It's an iconic species.
I can imagine. Now, can you please explain to us and the world the importance of World Rhino Day?
You know what, World Rhino Day is especially, it's really important because it makes people aware of the plight of the rhino. I mean, the president has just announced that our ports are open. Overseas visitors can come, in his words, to our wildlife parks, and we can never invite people from overseas to have a look at the Big Four. That's not going to happen. So, not on our watch, we can never allow that.
I love that so much. Now, finally, Ari, you've been operating for 8 years. I know that it runs on public funding, on fundraising and sponsorships as well. So people who want to get involved with the Rhino Orphanage in Limpopo, how can they get a hold of you?
Obviously, they can go to the rhinoorphanage.co.za, our website, or they can go on our Facebook page, and there, through that, they can donate, they can adopt baby rhinos, and they can help. Because we run on public funds, on donations and fundraising drives that we do every day, basically. And but there's good people out there, and there's very good people in South Africa, and I know South Africans love their wildlife.
Yes.
Like we all do.
Yes.
And those babies are so special. They are so special.
I can imagine.
We cannot lose a species. Not on our watch.
Not on our watch. Thank you so much, Ari, for joining us this morning and shedding light on this very important issue. It's World Rhino Day. Do your research. Try to go out there and help. The details are currently below as to how you can donate or contact Ari on the social media platforms. Now, our wildlife here in South Africa is a very precious part of our heritage, and it's up to us to take care of it, conserve it for future generations.
A very important day for us to all contemplate how we are looking after our natural resources to ensure their safety and sustainability over the long term for future generations, and of course for us to be enjoying them right now as well. Now, Travel Start's Senior Commercial Manager Linda Baum and Cape Town Tourism's Marketing Executive Lee Dorber join us in studio this morning to chat about the powerful partnership between Travel Start and Cape Town Tourism that has kicked off over Tourism Month. And this formidable partnership has seen some amazing results so far, breathing some much needed new life back into the travel industry and into the economy and into South Africans as well, who are needing a good deal and a much needed break as well. We all know how much we need it, and it's time to come and play in the mother city. Ladies, this is a very, very exciting time. Since Monday, was it Sunday, 12 a.m. into Monday, you know, the doors were officially kind of open. In that way, happy level 1. I think it's brought a big smile on a lot of people's faces. And Lee, I'm sure for you as well, from that branch of tourism representing the city of Cape Town, it must have been just a massive sigh of relief.
Absolutely. I mean, the first time we got that huge sigh of relief was when domestic tourism opened.
Yes.
And I think also from a global perspective, that's really where we need to start. Our industry has really suffered during this time. It's been absolutely devastating. People have closed their doors, people have been retrenched, there's been salary cuts. So there also needs to be a certain amount of cognizance on the value when you're going to spend your money and that little bit of cash that you do have on a holiday.
Absolutely.
So, and we also need to look at how do we do that and preserve the industry within the realms of our own country. So it's been really heartwarming to see how our own people have been supporting our own country. And then obviously the opening of the borders internationally, that's fantastic. We're still trying to find out what the rules and regulations are around that. But we are, cautiously optimistic. and we're waiting to see what happens with that, yes.
Excellent. So talk to me about what Cape Town Tourism and Travel Start are doing to bring the travel industry, tourism industry back on track.
Well, this partnership actually started before COVID. So
Virtual high five. Boom.
It was a high five elbow. Not quite sure which one.
We really should have practiced that. We didn't practice that. That didn't come in.
But luckily the partnership is a lot more practiced.
So much more efficient than our high-fiving.
So we first partnered with Travel Start, obviously, as being the largest OTA in Africa and having a track record. And our main aim is to get people into Cape Town and to enjoy our beautiful city.
Mm-hmm.
We have a definite strong value proposition, which is even more prevalent now. So how we actually want to use our money is by putting money back into the pockets of our consumers and our travelers. We don't want to take our money and spend it on a huge billboard or a TV ad. We want to actually make sure it gets to the right area that makes a difference in individuals' pockets.
Wow.
So Linda will tell you more about how we're going to do it, but I think that this is a very different and unique approach from a marketing perspective, and we've had to think about things differently through COVID. So it's been a wonderful journey with Travel Start because we've had to change our plans, change how we do things, be innovative and be flexible all at the same time to when the 1st of September came, and finally things are coming to fruition, and so far we've been okay with the results, right?
Yeah, look,
just okay.
I'm, secretly asking you, Kat, to ask us how the results have gone.
Well, there it is. The question is now on the table. Tell us about the results of this new way of looking at marketing.
Yeah, look, it's been super exciting. As Lee said, the industry was nailed. I think we were chatting yesterday, and she was telling me that the accommodation sector just in Cape Town has lost 5 billion rand just in only the first 3 months. Literally the first 3 months.
5 billion rand.
5 billion. April to June.
April to June.
This year.
It was, this is obviously on everyone's hearts, was just we need to help the industry, we need to help tourism, we need to help hospitality. And so, as Lee said, we adjusted our campaign quite a bit. It was initially all about, okay, let's just promote airfares, let's make this work. And then now we've just had to look at it as a much larger approach. So we've negotiated, we spent a lot of time working with the airlines, negotiating better deals. Now, the airlines, actually, I can't even hold back. I can't even hold back the stats. I'm not.
We like to hear it as it is.
So, from the 1st of September to the 18th of September, yes, this last
I'm
2
literally
weeks.
looking. This is like 2 weeks ago. Yes.
This is this past week. 2019, the glory days when there was planes and things were happening and there was no masks, versus 2020. Do you know that we are literally, with 3 less airlines in the air, about 70% less seats because of those missing airlines and the far fewer daily flights. And this is based on Travel Start stats. We are 70% to last year's flight numbers.
Wow.
So we are literally like 70% on the Joburg Cape Town route with so much less seats. We are just like, air travel is coming back, booking numbers have gone crazy in terms of air, in terms of establishments, accommodation. With Cape Town Tourism, we're doing some great deals with Airlink also. Tomorrow. Everyone, drum roll, please. Can I get a drum roll? This is, 500 rand off Joburg, Cape Town, Joburg flights tomorrow.
Brilliant.
Incredible. Accommodation, 40% off accommodation, up to 40% off accommodation in Cape Town. Experiences, phenomenal.
All of those. I tell you what's most important, we need to tell everyone at home there that they need to visit the website. Right? They need to get there because Travel Start, your one-stop online travel shop. So forget all of the trawling over the web of the latest flight special. But no. Travelstart.co.za now to book your next domestic flight and gain access to all of the necessary travel forms that you need, and of course with low airfares and domestic flights. And you've heard all the specials. Ladies, thank you so much. Come and visit the Mother City. Come and play with us. Travel Tuesday are back again.
Yeah.
See you tomorrow. So for now, we travel in and travel dream. And when this is all over, travel near. Travel Start. Freedom to move.
Listen, it was a beautiful day. Thank you so much for staying with us. We do it all over tomorrow. Don't forget to catch us at 11:30. We're also going with Expresso After Dark. But for now, ciao, ciao, meow, meow, everybody.
Bye, guys. See you later.
Clover has been part of our South African